Okay.
I'm grabbing it.
Wait, I have a hypothetical question for the both of you.
So,
I feel like, honestly,
yeah.
Derek probably be able to answer this one the best, considering the amount of times he has blood in his mouth.
Okay.
Especially yesterday. So, you're lying down on the floor. You're lying down on the floor dying, and you got like the taste of blood in your mouth, and you want one final snack before you pass away. So
Why
that,
the fuck are
your
you in a
final taste
wheelchair?
isn't-
Oh, I
isn't
bought it
crippled.
from Dolce. I'm not a cripple. I'll explain after this. I'll explain after this.
What do you choose between gummy bears or chocolate?
Gummy bears and chocolate?
Gummy bears.
Well, gummy and sweet would kind of mix with it. The chocolate, I feel like, would overpower it and kind of mix with it in a nice way. Kind of like if you ever had those, like, cherry chocolate.
Blood in your mouth.
It would kind of be
Yeah.
like that, yeah. It kind of
Yeah,
mixed
I'd probably
pretty
chocolate,
well, very
actually.
earthy. Chocolate would be a lot better, but the thing is, it also
Great
would
question.
leave a really bad aftertaste. You better hope you better die quickly. Gummy bears would be better for instant. Chocolate would be better after.
Next
Chocolate
question.
is better for instant.
Why are you
Gummy would
asking?
be better for after.
I don't know
Hello?
how this just came up with me and Rob were talking about it.
You know what's really ironic? You bring that up, but I actually have the taste of blood in my mouth right now because I bit my lip.
Okay, I thought it was because you
I'm just moving it this way.
So wait, are you both
No,
chocolate
no, I
then?
put pressure on my face.
I'm moving
Are
you
you
this
both
way.
chocolate or are you both gummy bears?
Been having
Ah,
bad feelings about the Tigers all fucking week.
Alright, come on,
Okay,
Derek.
so
Let's
that's
go
three
this
for
way.
chocolate, three for gummy bears.
I am winning myself.
Having
Oh,
bad
I
feelings
am
about the
winning.
Tigers
I like gummy bears.
all year.
You know what I mean? It's been
Taste one final gummy bear?
quiet since
Okay, so that's 4 for gummy
Frank
bears, 3 for
got
chocolate.
arrested.
That's fair enough, yeah.
Quiet.
They
They're actively pushing on the Coconut Mall. You call that quiet?
it feels like something bigger should have happened, is all I'm saying. There's all that territory out there, and
Yeah.
I mean,
French
would've-
people are fucking barricading themselves up. Like, they can't fucking get any resources, so they're just barricading.
maybe I'm crazy. I hope so.
If anything, I think Frank's people are gonna be quiet for a fucking hot minute until either one of his lieutenants takes up the charge, or
The reason that you feel like they haven't done anything in a while is because they've been blowing up buildings and causing mass chaos repeatedly during the first part of the year. They just haven't done it again recently.
Maybe.
I'm sure they're gearing up to blow up something else.
Well, they'd blow up something.
4 people have chose gummy bears and 3 people have chosen chocolate.
Nice train of ours.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
So?
Are you?
You are not against the chair, Chad.
You gotta choose one.
Can't wait.
Chocolate-covered gummy bears.
Don't work.
There we go.
Chocolate-covered
It gotta be gummy bears.
So I guess one for... Like I said, chocolate
This
comes with
conversation
gummy
is
bears.
spreading like the plague.
I got 3 chocolate, 3 from that. Okay, actually no, 4 chocolate and 2 gummies. That was a big jump. That was a big jump.
Yeah, I have 6 gummies, 4 chocolate.
Okay.
Because they're technically one for both.
This
They
is a
want
very
chocolate-covered
important,
gummies.
like,
Agreed.
experiment. Social experiment.
Nobody realized that they could pick chocolate-covered gummy
Oh,
bears.
dude, ow, that's fucked up.
You stepping on my thing? No.
I was like, on your foot thing.
nice, yeah.
Hello, mate.
Hi.
You know,
It's like
I don't
students.
eat enough snacks after I
Like
have
red
blood in
light,
my
green
mouth.
light.
What the fuck?
Dude, I'm gonna use this to do some devious shit. Like, oh, he could have been the murderer. She's in a wheelchair. He's go for it.
Add another one to chocolate. Add another one to chocolate.
Oh no, where you breathe?
See, if you voted chocolate, you're
I'm
wrong.
just start cutting my tongue and then tasting berries.
Oh, damn.
Right?
Add
Oh, thanks, mate, thanks.
Like
another
Face 30
one
credits
to
of my life.
chocolate.
25?
I literally and I mentally and physically just.
People have to be cheerful for today.
I'm not ready for any of this shit.
It tastes like iron. It just tastes like iron. It just tastes like iron. She's like
I
iron.
don't want
It tastes like iron. Blood doesn't taste like
Thank
citrine.
you.
It's gonna
And then running
overpower
around
it.
like a chicken with the head cut off.
Right choice is chocolate covered gummy bears.
Fuck no, it's just gummy bears.
Chocolate covered gummy bears.
Gummy bears.
That's more likely to happen than
Sour,
you think.
specifically.
Sour, chocolate covered sour gummy bears.
No.
Who's gonna be the person who
That's too
says
much.
like just more blood? You know, they just want more blood. They wouldn't eat either.
Honestly,
originally I was going to say more blood. I originally was going to say more blood.
Bitch.
But
He's in a fucking wheelchair.
Fuck you! I said chocolate, not blood.
Why is he in a wheelchair?
He's not injured from what has been reported to me. I would like him to stop though. This is not
He
a
bought
toy.
It, he only bought it from Dulce and is just rolling around in it.
Bought it?
We're talking about
I don't
Derek,
think
he bought
in-
it from Dulce, who, you know, had her leg gnawed off.
Have you prepared medical enough for the journey?
Yes, prepared.
Wonderful. We had a bit of an issue. So, like, the truck that we're using, that we're gonna be using to transport half of the shit to the front lines, is our, like, people transport, right? Fits the most.
Yeah.
We don't have enough transport to get everybody. We're gonna have to use, like, every personal ride we fucking got in clown cars, shove people in. We're gonna be a fucking moving circus. We're gonna have to use everything. Like, what, to
Jesus
get
Christ.
this many whisperers.
I can accommodate 4 people at the most in my ride. If
I can
people
accommodate
are
one more.
onto the side.
I could probably shove someone in my boot.
I can take one
If
more.
anyone needs to grab it.
Either way.
I have old moped
I don't know
and I
how
have a
functional
motorcycle.
I don't know how functional the hover car in the mech bay is.
We'll discuss it in a meeting. It's fine.
Anything else?
To report? No. No, most of the crates are ready to go. We just need to have a meeting now, discuss what transports are being used, and we're ready to go. So. Yeah.
See, I told you it would work.
Oh yeah.
I wish Bruja, Bruja's testing was completed by now, so we could at least probably have like medical foam.
Hmm.
Yeah, we'll get that sorted now. Not last minute, okay?
It's
As far as
not
medical
even
goes, we should
finished
be
yet. It's a work in progress.
we should be alright for the next month or so. As long as people aren't just running
like-
into gunfire. Straight
I'd
on.
like to just not talk about the medical right now.
Listen, if you ever get sick and you're alone and you have an infection, Rat can help you.
Munitions should be ready. Armor repairs should be done.
Oh, yeah, Runch, I'm thinking of getting an upgrade to my armor eventually.
If you're ever sick and alone,
Thinking of taking some lightweight plaster when having a mech
If we
unit
have
make
any
something.
left, even.
I'll look in storage.
If you can have enough left, not just to make it, but
Nothing.
keep preparing it afterwards.
Yep, so I'm letting you pass first.
From what I can tell,
I physically just
I'm gonna-
mentally and physically just won't.
It's a supply we've been consistently using since last year. I wouldn't be surprised if it's been dried up by now.
currently taking a look.
I'm not sure if our current stores are updated. I'm not sure if Pilla's had the chance to look over everything.
If you return to the mech inventory that is up to date, as we've not used much material.
Well, there's like 18 crates, 18 bits of plasteel remaining for lightweight ones.
Everyone, you will get a text from Chase informing you to start heading up to the meeting room.
If I get back from this alive.
Are you thinking of upgrading to plasteel armor?
Yes.
You gonna give it to me? Jesus.
This is
Fucking
mine,
death
that
grip
was
on my
yours.
coffee. Oh.
No, under Mackie Bay after this.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I think I'm learning that I just really don't like coffee, is what I'm...
Do you keep
Do you not like the creamer? That's my creamer. I keep that hidden in the fridge, you know?
Don't say that. Don't say that ever again to me.
You don't like my creamer?
Stop. Stop it. Why are you doing this?
What's wrong?
You don't like it?
You two... Our generation nowadays will meme on you for that, okay? Be careful with what comes out of your mouth.
I think you're just
Buddy,
being weird.
they were making memes like that before I was born.
Okay. It's nowadays, okay?
It's our generation.
I know
that
exactly
turns
what I'm
itself
saying
on
and why I'm saying
everyone
it.
else here.
I can't smile, Chase, but I would be. Also, you and me need to have a talk.
Yeah. Okay. I hate this. I don't want it. I thought I wanted it.
You okay?
And now I don't want it.
Hey,
You want some coffee?
Good.
Want some coffee?
I don't drink, but okay.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good coffee. It's got his cream in it.
Caramel macchiato creamer.
You didn't like it very much. You sure it's good?
That's, you know.
I just think he doesn't like coffee.
I just don't like coffee, yeah. I just don't like
Coffee's
coffee.
gross. I never tried it.
Thank you.
If you want to try coffee, I recommend a mocha. If you don't like coffee, why did you order a fancy sour caramel macchiato with extra milk and so forth?
You still remember the order?
Why
does he know my order?
And it's got an espresso at the side of all
Because you
coffee
posted
in the
it in
chat.
main chat one time for Cowboy.
Psychopath. You're a psycho. You know that? That's
So-
psychopath
so
behavior.
Chase-
I bet a couple
Chase-
people remember that
Chase-
order by now. What are you wearing? What are you wearing? I knew I wasn't going fucking crazy. I thought I was What is this?
We have our counter to fucking, we have our counter to what's his name?
We sail the flag of green.
We have a pirate, we have a cowboy, we do have a ninja. Chase, we all have to fight to see who's cool.
Okay. Alright, man. Alright.
To the death.
Okay, Chase,
That's how it works.
I'm not
I don't make
surprised.
the rules.
I'm not surprised that he knows your order because he posted in the public
I hope
chat.
he
I'm
knows
surprised he
that.
fucking memorized
I
it.
should know I'm joking. I don't do that.
Spanish language they use I a lot. It's the same thing with pirates.
I mean, everyone knows Carlos is actually the barista. That's why he knows.
Oh, God. I believe it.
Yeah, Carlos hates me now because of that order. Because of that order.
That's fucked up. That's just fucked up.
He's actually on the revenge arc.
Quiet! Quiet! Okay. Listen up, we got a lot to go through. Quiet! The one that we have big stuff has been moved to the mall in preparation. We have at our disposal. Right there. What the fuck are you wearing? Used for moving the tools, scrap metal, supplies. It's stacked with all of our crates at the moment. So we usually use that for people transport as well. So at the moment, we're gonna have to start using personal vehicles and clown carring everybody in and look like a fucking circus on the way to the front lines.
I already did that.
If you've got a
Greg-sized DeLorean.
If you've got a car or a bike or whatever, you're gonna have to give it up for today, okay? Apologize, we just don't have the transports that we need. So, you know, you'll be compensated for your gas mileage. Don't worry. But yeah. So, if you have a vehicle, could you just like move over to this side of the room, just so I know if you've got a vehicle?
Are we able to
Even if it's just a two-seater bike.
Buddy, over here.
Yes, I would assume so.
Whispers!
Dream machine.
At this moment in time, pause. RP pause. Bear with me 2 seconds.
Two.
The entire hall blows up.
Guys, it's over.
Oh my god, we're starting Tiger Arc.
Hold on.
Chase is gonna take off the disguise while we wait for his face to reveal Vito.
Oh my god. Chase was
At this moment in time, I need you to... Shh. At this moment in time, I need you to divert your eyes towards the RP context channel. All of our phones simultaneously will start to light up, and warning signals, warning messages, and alerts will go across all your phones. And this video will start to autoplay as soon as you put it up, as most of the outposts have this kind of security warning system in place in case any of them get attacked. Please watch this video, and as soon as you're done, please raise your hand, and we will go cards back up.
Watch the video in the context channel.
This is Commander Hevel. Of the Coconut Outpost. Timestamp doesn't matter anymore. If you are hearing this, we are either already gone or you are too late. We thought we were ready. We really thought we were ready. The Tigers came fast. They came organized. Smarter than we gave them credit for. There was something jamming us. We couldn't get the message out until now. Not sure if anyone is even hearing this. The trucks, our last hope, are still untouched for now. We packed them the moment the front started to bleed in. I don't know if they got them out. I hope to God they did. Help. No help is coming. I know that now. I don't think there's anything more I can do. I'm sorry. If this reaches anyone, please tell my daughter. Tell her her father died in the line of duty. Not some washed up ghost clinging to pride. She deserves that much. I'll see you soon, kiddo.
Okay. We're going cards back up. In 3, 2, 1.
Jesus Christ.
Hey.
Shit. Alright, be my fucking hell.
That's a new sound. That's a new gun sound.
Shit. Fuck. Whisperers, scratch the front line. We're not going there. Fuck that. We need to go check our goddamn mall and get our Whisperers out of that fucking situation they're in. Prepare for the worst. I don't know what they expect. Wrench, I need you to pick 3 teams. One of our teams is going to be heading to the cargo supply area of the mall. The other team will be taking the main focus of the mall itself, and another will be going to the parking lot where our trucks will be. 3 teams, 5 each. I need a techie and a medic in each of them. Please do this now. Once you've got your teams, grab your supplies and get moving. We don't have time to wait.
Jesus. This is wonderful.
Line up if you're ready to move.
There's no exceptions. We need everybody on this. Start fucking lining up. These are your people's lives on the line. Let's go. Double time.
Still healing.
Trucks. Unless you're in a fucking wheelchair and you physically can't move, I want to see you lined up.
Oh, there goes that one.
Shit. We're prepared. We got the fucking...
There was something new in that video at the end. That's probably one.
I say I got that too.
They were more prepared than we expected. We thought we had more time.
They've been awfully quiet lately.
Relatively.
I can't look that way, Henderson, but I'm over here.
Got it.
Christ. Something about headaches. Real bad today.
Alright, I'll make this simple. Medic, step forward.
I'm behind you.
I could perchance make medical foam if you would count that.
You over here?
Medics, step forward. They said.
Okay, so this is a part of the line?
There's a lot of people, yeah.
Yes.
Who's not going? Can you go over here by this white chair if you are not going? Okay, why are you not going?
Go to the white chair.
I don't want to be a part of this front one. I'll do other ones. Just I feel like there's
Why
more
are
than
you
enough
not going?
people to help at the Coconut Mall.
Alright,
Physically, I would not be able to
Nerium,
help with the
to the
broken
front.
line, unless you would want me to provide reconnaissance.
Nerium, you're my medic for first team.
Yeah,
Techie,
just
step forward. Medic, step
Be
back.
ready outside. Give people intel from the, inside.
Techie's forward.
Understood.
In that case, you want me watching your back, my thorn?
Lee!
Sure. Carlos.
Go up here.
My baby her.
You not want to go?
Merida, to the front.
Watch her back.
Techie, step
She
back.
got a broken wing.
Do what you feel is
Those
right.
two.
Wrench, is this the one going into the mall?
You
I might be a headache when I look to
Chase,
the
which
left.
team is doing what?
I don't care.
What? What are we sending out people for?
There's 3 objectives. Parking lot, trucks. Mall itself, and then kind of like this storage area that's behind the mall where they keep most of the food.
Okay. Trucks. Bullet.
Let's get it.
If it helps, Wrench, mate. Me, Wright, and Seifel came from the wall. We can help with that.
Bug.
I should mention I can boost cybernetics for anyone on my team. So.
And let's go with wireless.
You got 3 techies on that team. Just
3 techies on one team?
I'm aware.
Time to get real.
U5, step to the side.
Yes, sir. Step over here.
Turtle, if you want, you can go back in there. I'll be with
Medic, step
I'll
up.
be with Python.
say so, I guess.
Looks like we're finally gonna be able to
Coyote.
boost you, hey?
Fuck yeah. Fuck.
Rat, Cypher, Derek, step up.
We need to keep a clear head about this, Niall.
Cool.
I understand you may feel how you feel, but don't let that control you.
See what the status is. And for the back of the mall, medic, step up.
I'm aware.
If you guys are wanting to help,
We should probably step over to the side.
Down, so you're not left out. If you do want to help out on it.
Very. Fuck.
Ame. Medic, step back. Techies up front.
Damn it. No, man.
Caliban. As for the rest, Grace, Eclipse, Turtle. First team, you're heading out to the supply trucks, supply lines and delivery trucks. Second team, you're heading into Coconut Mall. Third team, you're heading into the back of Coconut Mall. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm
Yes, sir.
For the rest of you, I need you to set up a medical outpost
Good luck.
somewhere close to the
Godspeed.
mall where we can
Save
move our injured if
as
we
many
need
as you
to
can.
quickly. Please do this. Corvus, I want you on the tech room, giving intel
For my
where
three
needed.
teams,
Get cameras operational.
assign a leader for your squad. Get your gear, get set up, and get out there as soon
You're
as
coming
you
with
can.
me.
Let's go. This should not be a walking situation. Let's move.
Go time.
I need to know something. Do we have a portable heartbeat monitor? Something that's linkable.
Yes. Yes, we still
Where
have
is it?
that.
A portable one, small one, one that can be clipped onto a wrist or a finger or something.
No.
Shit.
Yeah, my
Okay,
son's
fine.
looking at some locations, some coordinates to replace Coconut Mall if we need to.
Not here.
Emergencies. They're not fully secured yet, though. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
You're already a leader.
Walking situation again. Let's move.
My car has 3 seats. Just pile in until you can't anymore. Leave room for me in Cairo.
It'd be safest to get these outposts
Going
set
to
up
be
at least a
running around
mile out.
the
We'll be away
outskirts
from the.
and see if I can pick up any straggling whispers. Anyone
We'll be
on our
away
side.
from any other
If they manage to
gunfire.
make it out,
But at the very
I'll
least,
send
we'll be
rumors
close
in your
enough if we
direction.
need to get to them or if they need to
Yeah.
get to us.
You're the
Sounds
best
like a
for
plan then.
Yep.
Make them know that roar means they're safe.
Round around.
That's why you going.
Wherever the outposts are.
Cairo, meet you out the back.
I can't fit.
You're so right.
I'm too big.
I hate
I'm with you.
these fucking parking spots.
God, I love that I can open the doors.
Fancy.
Do we have any other medics here?
They're still coming back from the medical camp we set up near the wall.
Yeah, some in the backyard, some on the front. I don't know where.
Thirdly, can I get you up a channel?
I gotta go put my backpack up. I'll be back. Oh, wait. Oh, I can put it in the locker.
Cairo, do you need help moving stuff to the gym?
No, not yet.
We're gonna need some medics, medic area, and some
Well,
people to
I
come to the
got
back
shit
to
ton of
help
water.
bring the people.
Start helping them
Shit
get
ton of
the
water
injured
if you need it.
inside.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
You get in the med bay, I'll carry him in.
Is it?
Yes, the room is prepped.
I can take him.
We're waiting for our injured to come in.
Get to the front if needed. I got you. Come on. Oh, sorry.
Please.
Hey, got comms. Apparently, there's going to be many coming in for injuries.
Yes.
What? Why can't I not? Okay, I can go in.
Down here.
Phoenix.
I'll make sure the others are looked for. I'll be right back.
Injuries.
My face, my body, and I can't move my left arm.
Alright. Just gonna
Left
take
arm.
off your mask quick. That's fine, right?
Phoenix. Left arm.
Mm.
Make sure it's not broken.
Understood. Mm.
Oh, it's definitely broken.
Okay.
Is it at least still? Does it still function?
Mm.
Need that arm. It's my bow arm.
Does it have any, like, bullet wounds or anything at all?
It's been smashed, slashed, shot to pieces.
Okay. It's gonna hurt a bit.
We're still waiting on the other groups to come in.
So I don't think it'll hurt.
Okay.
Okay.
Some make things a bit simpler then.
You probably need a DM to tell you if it's still there.
I'll be checking outside, making sure that cars are coming in.
Make sure they're being brought into here.
Okay, keep your arm straight for me. How many groups went
I
out?
literally can't move
3.
my arm.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You're fine.
Total of 15 of our whisperers went out.
This place is gonna get full. Well, the
That's
critical
what's
will go
insanity.
here, less wounded outside.
Yes. Anyone in a critical
Try and make
state
use of
will
the
have to be
The
brought.
surgery room as well.
If necessary, I will. I will make the hope that I don't need to perform surgery when they come from.
Yep, I feel that.
Where the fuck is everybody? Maybe said front or back?
I'm not sure.
We
got one
in
of
the
them
back.
None in the back yet.
Okay. Man.
Yeah, let me go get the.
Yeah, this might actually just be it for now. Who knows?
They're all coming in en masse from the backyard. So be prepared.
Backyard.
There's a lot of
Get
injury.
ready, backyard. I can hear cars.
All of you stay in here. Be ready to attend to someone once they're brought in.
Attend this bed. I'll attend this bed. Lazy, keep to that bed at Cairo where you're going to be. So.
I'll be overseeing things.
The non-critical, should they be moved to the chill room, or?
Either allow them to start moving around, or put them to the gym. More than likely, better to just have them
I'll guide them
head
all
out.
here.
Understood. Be able to walk, Yuki?
Let's suggest if possible the gym.
Yes, the gym would be the best option for having them stay. In case more complications arise, we need to be able to get to them.
Or even better, we could take him to the bunks.
Come on, make your way through. Make your way through. Come on.
Phoenix, move him now.
Come on.
Probably.
Are about
Clear for medical. Clear for medical. Here.
That one.
That one.
You
There's more coming in.
That bed.
Miriam, towards the left.
Plug to that bed.
Okay, start filling up the fucking thing then, because I think this is almost full.
Keep towards that bed, if you're able to. Alright.
Fine.
Help me take my jacket.
Critical need to be on the bed.
Is this that we can't fit in here?
Bed.
We're having to sit in the gym.
Shit.
I'm just gonna start grabbing some supplies and taking it to the gym, getting it ready.
Go for it.
Okay.
You're missing an arm, aren't you?
Yeah,
basically the shoulder where the nut is, it's basically gone to the nub.
Of course, all of you already know, if you're not medical, do not be in the medical wing, and please clear out.
Aside from capital, it is an occasional bullet injuries here and there.
Oh, sorry, boy, it's lagging.
Sorry. Yeah, this one's missing an arm.
It's lagging.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Is that the only injury? Just for reference.
They have some other injuries, but I think that's the only critical.
Alright, Derek. I mean,
critical to the side.
Yeah, they have two
Major somewhere else. There's a major somewhere else.
Understood. As for the arm, let's see.
It sucks for the number that we lost.
I really want some.
You've seen this kind of this sort of injury before many a times, Kairos. You know easily how to treat this. You're going to have to seal off the arm and think about finding a replacement. Now,
keep this arm? You see that she's quickly.
With the 5 plus your plus your modifiers, the side is a bit more
With a
work,
5
but
plus 1.
you should be able to sketch that right up.
You see,
It'll
she
be
is
uncomfortable to
able
move around with,
to
however.
stitch.
As she touches
And quickly,
and
do you see that
major
she pulls a death grip to rip your armor
with a
off?
14 plus your modifier. Again, once again, able to patch that up well enough to live to see another day, Coyote.
Oh, fuck, my.
Let's focus on the good news. Back safe. You have some food.
What are your modifiers?
Yeah, you're right.
What is your injury? That doesn't look good for you.
With the location security.
Um.
See if he talks to you like personally.
Yeah,
Sooner the
we'll
better.
have to find you a new one.
Oh, that's the plan.
And Logan's sword is gone.
Is it gone?
Hulk took it. No, took Logan's sword.
We'll keep an eye out in case it pops up again.
You managed to seal that off before continuing work.
It was a good sword. It's not gonna be forgotten or broken. Something
And with
like
a
that. We'll
14,
find
you
it.
can take care of the mate.
It'll get back
when our
home.
food supply started. Yeah, that correlates.
Hey, Crow.
Hello?
I'm getting a medical.
I'm in?
Quit too. Just one.
Understood. This is child's play. You can easily patch this up.
You don't have a concussion, right? Your head just hurts.
I might. I don't know.
You really need to not get a lot of those.
My head
because
hurts.
It can cause permanent damage.
At least it wasn't on my glass eye part again. That was shitty.
Careful moving around.
For a while. I'm gonna take him.
No napping.
Okay, I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna not nap.
I don't know what Blaze was yelling about, but I think Jason needs to be looked at.
So you're right, there's 2 injured in the gym right now. Blaze is tending to them.
Good.
We don't have enough beds.
I know. That's why they're...
We have them lying in the,
Overrides your system, but a spark puts you back in your place as you pop back up into your place. Presence in the medical bay. Have you treated you, Major? I have not had the chance to. Would you like to?
I'm going to attempt to do it on myself, but my hands are too hot, so I might fucking hurt myself.
What's your plus to medical?
+2.
And have you gotten rolls, Cypher?
Oh, there it is.
Just barely. It's very uncomfortable as you work your heated hands into your insides. You feel a bit of your skin.
So you don't have any active criticals right now?
Hot pain.
As you begin to go to work on your major,
Some of that hopping manners help you seal the wound where
need to focus on the more
left it alone, it wouldn't let you out on the floor.
10 years.
Is anybody still waiting?
Not too much pain, but not pain.
He rolls.
This entire farm. This here. And you can see what it looks like.
I think it was two.
Make candy.
Yeah, Major
That'd actually be good. I don't think it would.
The first one you can just barely manage to patch up. Working hard.
I don't think that's what it has, though. But I have
managed to open it up a little bit as more blood spills out. You quickly reseal the wound and patch it back up.
It's better later. But for right now, it'll work.
Water basin.
Thank you.
We'll take it, put it on the countertop here, and dip her fucking hands into it. And you just see steam rise up out of it.
Okay.
Where am I?
Put these away? You're back at the hollow.
That much in pain, but
My head.
I think your head's probably the only part of you I could help, so...
the more you panic,
Are you okay?
It's gonna try. Ah, you hurt myself. I've been in pain for a little bit, but I'm good. I'm good. I don't remember coming into the hollow.
Adrenaline can do that. Stay in the bed.
Very good.
Seems like
Phoenix, you can
assess
redo
everything.
her bandaging. It's not the best.
They're unconscious.
out. They are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you been treated?
I treated myself, and I treated them.
Are you okay? Jeez.
You can feel free to look me over if you want, but
Yeah, I know, but
I'm sorry, dear mate.
yeah, you know, I'm always making sure you're okay.
Trust me, without postponing to medical work.
Yeah, you also rat.
I just know that I know experience with that.
Also,
there is a small gash on their side with singed skin around
I
it.
tried.
That has
Trying
been
is what we do.
poorly stapled shut.
Has his injuries all been looked at?
Whether we're expecting to succeed or not.
You're not bleeding from it. Yeah.
Come on, always the best
bleeding,
investment
just not
get
that
your
much.
child this
Yeah.
week.
Get your
Following Thursday's wheel check, you know.
How are the injured in here?
She doesn't have hands. He doesn't have an arm.
What do you mean she doesn't have? What do you mean he doesn't have an arm?
Oh.
His arm is still there. It's just broken.
Just not functional.
Oh, it's just not functional. Okay, sorry. Well, it's not functional, basically.
Well, for all I know,
It's still there, so they have one.
Oh.
You don't have
about my
hands?
hands. I lost his like 6 years ago.
Okay. So you lost the cybernetics.
No, I still have my cybernetics. I'm fine. I was messing with Jace and they were overhearing.
Can you choose better words for telling me their condition next time?
That's the end of
Sorry.
At least
my arm is still there for now.
for now, sure.
Out of character, they were literally talking about having no hands and no arms, so I'm like, bruh.
I was just told it only has to look elderly later. That's about it.
Great.
Yeah, so.
But I'm gonna restart the road because for some reason people are still tigers.
Alright, good luck. Okay, Yuki's passed out. I'm checked out. Can you tell me what the condition is for Coyote and Cypher?
They've both been tended to. Coyote.
Okay, good.
Coyote lost an arm.
That's my fault. William, he did this all of it. He's trying to make his move.
Well, eventually it was gonna happen. I had a feeling it was something. I've seen lots of arms
He made a
removed
guess.
from people, and I could tell
He
that
made a new
it
type of guess.
was blown up. So
Yeah, he made a new type of gas, one that could make it so you see your allies as enemies. Makes it crazy.
yeah,
Coconut Mall is lost.
we were already expecting to lose it. Luckily, we got supplies out from it before that.
We tried to save as many as we could, but there's just too many.
Trying is what we do. Whether we succeed or not, we need to try.
So, what we do is go across here.
No idea what that was, but I can see your safety is gonna Come on.
I'm so wheeled me over, don't you worry.
So, you see this?
Yeah, there you go. I know.
We need to make sure that
This
it's
is a word ball.
sanitized. First of all.
We'll have to look into getting her a replacement.
So, this bottle comes first. This one has it, needle.
Sit there for a few minutes and
Wrap
then
it around,
get back up,
attach
alright?
it to this with this quick little,
We have our work cut out.
Hey.
and then holding the arm out, and then you see right here the vein.
Yeah, I think, Chris,
So you
That's
conscious?
popping out. That is the one that gives off
we have
the
4
Obviously, we'll be unwatched.
Okay.
Or more,
What
so
you do is
down
you
a couple of
with this
people.
one, you go up, so it's more so along here.
There we go.
Understood?
Okay. I'm gonna be in the tech debate.
And what you do is quickly let it in, and as it does
Can I ask you a question?
right there, wrap it.
Over the past few weeks that you've been here, you've walked around surveying and watching everything, right? Have you noticed anyone leaving this place with a lot of medical supplies regularly?
We mostly need it first. Afterwards, you do the same thing. You sanitize.
We're gonna need a secondary call.
Well, no. We have to entirely swap it to get
Uh,
water because it's entirely
they lose a lot of
different.
blood.
So we're going to make
If
sure
I have
that we can
more.
get blood in, then we're going to need to get the IV. We can't do both, unfortunately.
Okay.
One thing that we can do, are you able to keep your head up?
After condition changes, please tell me, alright?
I'm gonna have to say no. They must have slipped by when I was on another side or something, if that is happening.
Do you think there's foul play?
I am
The
almost
camera
certain.
system's not working?
I was about to ask about that, so I'll be looking into
If
that.
you would like,
Please.
If you would like, I could
I don't know
assist
how
you
to
with that.
use that stupid app with all the cameras. If you could help figure that out.
It would definitely be the first thing to look into, so if you can get techies to look into it. I mean, I could also technically look into it, so.
I want you to keep an eye out. If you see anyone doing that, I don't know if you can do this, but I would like you to detain them and then alert me.
I can talk to Chase real quick about that. Just make sure he's okay with it. So technically it technically would be traitorous behavior if of an unknown variety, because we don't know what they're doing with the medical supplies.
There is no technicality about it. By their action of taking the medical supplies from this place, they are putting every single Whisperer that is stationed here at risk and threatening their lives.
Understood.
It is
Yes.
treachery
I do have a question, though.
in every regard.
I have been request barmanship from the research facility, which I haven't really been following, but I don't have any reason to be in there. And also, people not wanting me to be in the medical room itself. Do you have any issues with that?
Don't go into the
I've
medical
been staying
room.
out of it so far.
You don't need to enter the medical room itself at any point. There are windows for you to see through if someone is in there
Understood.
taking things.
That's why I was going to give you the rest there.
Thank you
Then
for
I
your
will
assistance.
detain them outside of the medical room.
Yes. The moment they exit, you can do so.
I just put it in a little packet.
Regardless, would you want to check the cameras now, while you have time?
Yes, I would.
Do you know how long this has been going on for?
A while, apparently.
Can you give an estimate?
A month.
So you have
A
this
month.
crate, you see the little things, it's each day. And then we got the rest along this bag.
Okay.
already a DM in the VC. Real quick, could I get a DM in the tech bay? Now we wait for God. Is it?
Hello.
So I am going to check over the security cam footage of the med bay from the past month. See if there's anyone who's been going in and out stealing supplies.
As you check, you don't see anything of anyone stealing supplies. You see occasional people coming in. You see some people randomly walking in, seem to be chatting. Others seem to walk about the place. No one seems to actually be going into cabinets. You see a group of people who don't seem to be whispers at one point with what looks like a lot of whispers. Some of them seem to actually be selling medical. They seem to drop off a decent amount. Some of the security help them move that. You see them move them into the correct boxes of such, and that you don't really see any sneakery.
Is there any evidence of someone, not necessarily stealing supplies, but any medical personnel or any whispers directly taking a large sum of medical supplies out? Or really any at all?
For what I know, no.
Fantastic.
Unless, do not quote me on that. I'll ask other DMs if they do know, but for what I know, no, you do not see anything like that.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Aside from the possibility of them not properly categorizing the selling of the medical supplies, there seems to be no foul play on the cameras. I do apologize.
I'll figure this out somehow.
If you need any assistance, feel free to reach out.
I will.
This is a very pressing matter, which could cost lives.
Yes. Yes, it is. Thank you
Should
for
you be
realizing that.
resting? Whatever gonna.
You know, after hearing the things screech, I just wanted to be sure I could actually
I
get to
assume
my
you've been
room
informed.
without getting attacked. by
Informed
some
of what?
Oh, the surveillance.
Why aren't you
Looking into it.
I looked at the cameras. Apparently nothing's shown up on them.
This is where I am resting.
Which makes it confusing on where exactly all of my medical supplies has been going.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine.
Are you
It's
alright?
fine. I was
Whoa.
discharged. I'm
Whoa.
good.
Okay.
Besides, I am going
That's a
to
lot of
vote
things.
right now.
What?
Or what happened?
Maddie. OA just freaked out, and Maddie just freaked out. I don't know what's going on.
Did she have fucking things on her? The fucking.
I saw those. I'm not sure how to feel about those.
Maddie was there, and then she started freaking out. Then like tentacles came off of her back, and then she just disappeared.
They had that.
calmar a esa hostia, porque si no yo lo voy a partir.
Oh, we just got.
Have you seen Wrench?
No, I've not seen Range.
Fucking Christ.
Last time I saw me is in the med bay, but that was a minute or so ago.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna go back to resting then.
Please do, Wireless.
My mind's all scrambled right now. I don't know how to.
Take a push.
I want
You don't gotta worry about nothing
There
now.
you go.
And watch.
I'm doing good.
How does that sound, boy?
I hope you are too.
What?
No.
Where's Wrench?
I want to go to my.
We both need to
He was
speak
just
to
in
him.
here a while.
Yeah, bring it up.
Okay.
Bring it here.
Give me just a second. I need to focus on our
There's not enough
patients and
space. I'm
clean
gonna
them
need
up.
to go over you on the bed. So I can wrap this up here. There we are. Look at you go. Good job.
Still can't understand what you're saying. Stab wounds and gunshot wounds don't make my ability to understand Spanish any better.
Sounds like that.
No, I mean, most likely it was like right next to her. I think. Scared the hell out of me.
Thanks for watching. Thanks to it, but you know.
Okay, well, problem solved.
I'm out of here.
Hey, Mom.
I wish you had to go next. Right.
This week's supply of chocolate has been delivered to your door.
Get using me knives as well, mate.
Wrench, I'm going to need to speak to you.
Maybe we do something about it. It seems blood seems to get people out of it real fast. Not sure that's the case.
If Cairo, if you can get me the people who were exposed to the gases, if their fucking blood work.
Yeah, I'm learning that real fast. It's been a while since I've had this much of a fucking tizzle.
I think it was Renee, Cypher, maybe Derek. And...
Just give me everyone.
I wonder why. Rats and coyotes.
I still have one good off. Hey, you start fucking singing.
Paper, everything alright?
I'll show you
Right
what
out,
you
something
fucking
if it's
do.
not.
I'm joking, Mike.
Cowboy.
I just hope they're not dead. I thought that you had the big things. Why everyone else?
I'd like to say to you.
Oh. What? I'm here. I needed to get someone else for this call. Talk.
Go on.
Whenever Cowboy gets in here. So. I spoke to our surveillance inspector. Been walking around. Maddie, I think it's been designated. And I've now had the tech team assist me in looking through the security cameras. And there is no evidence of anyone taking large sums of our medical supplies and leaving with them. From either of them. I've requested that Maddie keep an eye out in case this happens again and they see it, for them to stop the person who's taking our supplies and inform me so that I can deal with the problem. But what concerns and aggravates me now is that there is no evidence of anyone taking our supplies at all for the past month, yet we are still somehow rapidly running out of them.
I checked stock this morning. It was the same as it has been for a while now. Not up to par, but still good.
From what I was informed by Wrench, the only reason we have medical supplies to this day is because we made a deal with some people to get some. We would have run out last week. apparently. When the week before that, we would have been good for a while on our medical supplies. And we were not in threat of running out within a week. Yet after one mission, we would have been emptied. So, I don't know where all of them medical supplies went.
Do you know how much we use patching people up constantly, Cairo?
Not that much. We are talking about months of supplies that should be in there that have disappeared. The only medical supplies we have are the ones we made a deal for last week. We would be out completely if that deal wasn't made. Today. And all those people, Coyote, who is missing an arm, so many of them would be dead right now. If someone is stealing our medical supplies and somehow avoiding our cameras and our surveillance, or if they're being destroyed or something,
they're out. If we find whoever it is, they're out of the hollow. They're out of any Whisperer base.
this is
They're on the streets.
This is treachery. This is a traitorous action that is putting everyone's lives at risk. I need to find who it is. I need it to stop.
I understand that.
Where's
Not in here.
Okay.
And haven't seen him.
I need to talk to him or Cairo when you guys are done.
My God, I want more than just an exile.
Niall.
Ow. Okay.
Control it.
These are our people.
You are your own master.
These are our family. This isn't
I know.
about control. This isn't about my want for them to be hurt. This is about me wanting people to understand not to do this ever again. Because they don't understand yet, apparently. Because they think they can get away with this. They need to see what it is. They need to understand what I will do to them if they put these people in danger like this. It's about a message. It's not about want or liking it. I'll hate every second of it. I don't want to be that. But if it keeps people from trying to get us all killed, like this, from stealing from us, from our generosity, I'll do it. I'll do whatever it takes to keep everyone here safe. But they need to understand that, and they don't yet. Because this wouldn't be happening otherwise.
Okay. I suppose the next thing to do would be searches. Questioning. Going through every single Hollow member and every single Whisperer that's been through here in the past. Fuck, how long has this been an issue?
Hill brought it to my attention a month ago. Mentioned that people were taking our medical supplies out toward the front. Whether that's entirely true or not, he wouldn't tell me who it was. He didn't. I don't know if he knows or not. Hill.
It's as simple as asking him. That, or maybe he just noted loss in stock.
He'll have
Heard
to
about
answer
people
to
going to
me
front lines.
if he really doesn't want to talk to anyone else.
I don't think it's a case of keeping his mouth shut and not telling people. I think it's just simply asking. I think that's all that needs to be done. Ma'am?
Oh, will be coming in here shortly. Just letting you guys know.
Who?
08? The creature that you have roaming around the hollow?
Understood.
Hi, hello. Sorry.
Hello.
Hi. We're having a conversation.
I'm sorry,
There's a lot going on. People came back from missions, and
I'm sure.
We'll vacate the premises if you're needing it.
Yep.
You two, come on.
I'm just
Alright.
doing what Chase is ordering me to do.
I'm fine. I'm out of books, and I'm gonna be up all day and all night, and I'm out of books.
What?
I'm holding his Zoe's mask.
Why can't I open
Well, he's gonna point out on the inside. It was recording everything that happened.
This chocolate is kind of melted.
This mask is recording what happened. I figured
Give it
maybe it might be
context
useful.
so that they can get the data off of it. Or
That's the
something.
only thing I can think of. We ask him. If he doesn't have an answer, we start going through everyone.
If this continues,
And
I
if
will
there's
start locking
no
things
answers
down.
in the entirety of the hollow, we start locking things down.
You two move on.
I don't know. Okay, I was gonna ask questions, but never mind.
Be with you in a sec.
Right.
There's always a lot.
We have some form of black hole somewhere in the hollow that is depleting our supply faster than I can even think to assume that we have supply in the first place. I don't know where any of it's going to. I don't know why it's happening in the first place. I don't know how it's happening.
Maybe if we consult Pill, because he does just constantly keep record and no one just asks of it, maybe there's just been a steady decline and we haven't noticed.
Unless he's been using it himself.
I doubt that.
Or Hex. Both of them being heavily involved in our logistics for that purpose.
I also run
If it is
regular inventory checks. I'm not sure how I haven't seen any of this happen until now, but I'm going to be redoubling on those efforts to make sure I can catch it next time. Apparently I wasn't doing it good enough.
Reports of someone taking medical supplies to the front. Why the fuck?
There was an order
They
when
get
the
their
front
own
line.
supply line.
There was an order when the front line first initiated. Chase gave to the medical staff, gave to me to give to our medics, of doing relief work, approaching their medical.
I get that. They're meant to head out there themselves and assist at medical checkpoints, not take our fucking supplies that we use to patch everyone else up here.
Yes, and they also were supposed to stop that per Chase's orders after a short time. When people were abusing this order to try and do more than they were supposed to. What Pill suggested to me is that people hadn't stopped and were taking our supplies.
I'm in there. I was listening.
Whoever it is, I'll let the both of you decide what to do with that.
I have my wants. however much it disgusts.
I've said my piece. I've said what I believe the next course of action should be. Whatever the next course of action is decided upon, I'll be told.
If we go about this logically, if techies can't catch anything on cameras, if our surveillance...
The medicals
Cyrus
from another
out.
outpost.
Brad, Cypher, both of your phones would go off, and you get a message from Jace with a Derek pull of the day, of his Derek pull.
How do you know that?
His Derek pull will be
Is he using it?
Derek laying on the couch cuddling a mannequin.
Hold on. He's gonna take his mask out. I don't see him anywhere, except you. I see you.
I've gotten into the habit of telling Maddie to get out already. What do you want?
Just coming to say goodnight to this one and thanks for your help. I'm heading out for today.
No issue. Safe travels. Going back to whatever base you are.
I mean, I guess I'm glad I stayed back. What those kind of guys would have done to me.
If we go about this logically, if techies can't find anything on cameras, if our surveillance specter can't find anyone sneaking about,
And I am non-lethal. So
and it's someone who knows
There
how
must
to
be a
work
number
our
error
system.
somewhere. Or that.
I would be scared if I was
One of the two.
have that gas. That means I would be.
Something, somehow.
That is true.
I don't... This is driving me insane at this point. And I already have
The only idea
a
I
mountain
have
of things.
is that this person is either very good at finding our blind spots, and knows about them, and thus is very blatantly doing this covertly, knowledge that I would be upset, or it's someone who has access to our surveillance cameras and can, I don't know, turn them off or make them just not see them, so that they can do what they want without care.
Someone who is
Python's
technologically
piloting it.
inclined.
It's not a synth. Please don't shoot it. It's Python's drone.
Obviously, it's not a synth. It looks like a drone.
Some drones
But,
in the form of this. I'm just saying.
They're having a talk. Here, I'll...
Okay,
You two can finish this up. Like I said, I've said all I need to. I'm going to go try and deal with all the other things going on. You two handle this. I'll deal with whatever other fires are going on.
If you want to start questioning people, I'd just start with your own medical squad if you haven't already.
Cigarettes on the table, spelling out submissive. You cunt, Jaro.
Keep it to questioning. Nothing more than that. Please.
I won't touch them.
Oh my goodness.
And then from there, probably we just work down the totem pole. Security, techies, mechies, God forbid.
Yeah, I just sent it to you.
And then everyone else in the hollow. As the Cowboys said, there could be another black hole that isn't from one of our own. But I'm not unaware of anyone else being brought in that would fit that bill.
I'm not sure if someone who isn't one of our whisperers should be capable of getting into my med bay and touching any of my supplies without us knowing and stopping them. The only people who should be allowed to touch that are medical staff.
issue after the other.
Don't worry about it.
Well, we have supplies currently, thanks to the deal. If this person decides to take again before we find them, I'm not sure they'll care if they leave us with nothing.
What kind of ramen? Is it your Naruto or anything?
So while it should last for a month, we could be out by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Depending on how bold they get.
I mean, out of everybody in the group, I am one of the few standable ones, so I guess I can go get ramen runs for the group.
No, it's fine. Not today.
Well, not today, but like tomorrow or so.
Fucking drink.
I feel like I have a woman crying in my head, so I feel like I should go to sleep.
I also don't know why that woman is crying. I don't know what you did or what they think they did.
For now, I'll keep my eye out and see if anyone's been voyeuring themselves around the storage room, and specifically our supplies.
Yeah, that was hell.
If need be, I'll have security monitor who takes what in and out of the hollow.
We'll set up my laptop in a minute.
At the end of the day, it is you and Chase who decides how this person is dealt with when they're found.
Good night.
Yeah.
You know who their husband is, right?
No, I don't. I'm not gonna tell you. But I'm gonna let you find out for yourself. Do you really want to know? I've only seen him once. I feel like I shouldn't say anything though. It should be a surprise.
Whatever, I don't care.
Leo.
So, information I told Cowboy. I've got multiple blood samples from those that have been affected by the air that they were breathing in that made them super aggressive. I also caught notes, made sure those were recorded. So.
That's what I was gonna tell you when you were talking.
That's what you were gonna tell me? Oh, understood.
Yeah.
Packed the punch.
Who's that?
Hi, I wanted to properly introduce. I've seen you around and you kind of scare me, so I don't really come around here. I'm a janitor. I was hired to clean the place.
Okay.
I normally avoid the old med bay.
Good.
Mostly because I wanted permissions. Would you mind if I deep cleaned the med bay tonight, as I deep clean everything else?
They're probably gonna be occupied.
No.
I mean, if they
you
can
will
clean blood and stuff
not
like that,
be cleaning
that
it tonight or any day. The med bay is taken care of
Understood,
by
boss
the
lady.
medical staff. And if they don't
Never mind.
match up to my expectations, then they'll do it again.
That's fair. I just wanted to check in. Don't want to push any buttons.
Always.
Yes, you do very good.
Any unused water I can return to the fridge for later, or did it all get used up?
It's all gone.
It was all used.
Yeah, it's gone.
I figured, but I thought I'd double check quick.
I appreciate it.
Grab my. Letting medical know. I'm gonna be looking into the people who breathed in the gas, blood later tonight. So should have those.
Oh, that was a whole
in the
idea
morning,
from the
maybe.
back. Oh, never mind. Okay.
Very well, thank you.
We really gotta stop messing with gas. Like, I think gas is like the worst part of fighting, especially.
I feel like this is just going to be the beginning.
We really
Well, I bought like a few filters. I bought a few boxes of filters, so we'll need to figure out a more local source.
Apparently, it was William himself.
Yeah, but
so I don't know if that's gonna work against this new shit.
Oh, that's even.
It can at least help until we figure out a better solution.
There's no telling what kind of gas.
Darth, hop down a channel.
He probably uses so much different chemicals and
Oh, I just realized I never gave you my name. Sorry. People call me Bleach, so you know. So proper introductions and everything, so you're not confused.
Like the anime. That's
Like
so
what?
cool.
Perfect.
There's a cleaning. There's an
Oh.
anime named Bleach. Is it about cleaning?
Yes, there is. No.
No,
very much
no, it's not.
Why is it named Bleach then?
I think the premise is, I think because the main character's hair is blonde, and that's what I've been going on
It's
for.
not even blonde.
Bleach is
it's
white.
orange. It's orange.
Yeah, but like that's what they would say. I don't know. It's not. What? It was orange.
It has nothing to do with
Why
bleach.
did
It's
you
just
immediately think anime when I said that I'm a janitor? Like,
I mean, janitors are usually the strongest in it.
Is there anything that I need to know before I dismiss myself?
The strongest in here. We don't know that. You
alright,
sure?
I'm gonna whack you over
Sure
the
you
head with
don't-
my fucking mop. If you say
No.
that shit to me again.
I'm pretty sure I would not be able to like
Pretty
stop
good.
you from doing it because you're like the ultimate cleaning person.
Must be
You know what you did?
Let's keep it that way.
You did better.
We did good.
You did good, yeah.
I mean, can you
You
defend
helped.
yourself if
Shut
you
up.
have
You guys are at 5-4.
Never mind.
My expertise in triage, the fact that I was able to help out most of these people is very lucky on me. I give Leo the head pointers to treat people.
Yeah, we're gonna be up all night. I'm just gonna let you know that.
Have a good night, Cairo. If I don't talk to you.
Yeah.
He squished the beak a little.
Makes wait, magic husband. What does that mean?
Yes, I did say that. And it's a long story that's been explained 1,000 times. Don't worry about it. Obviously,
Like, do you have an actual magic
let you
husband
know I'll
that
be on pretty much 24
that just
hours.
Do any
No,
of you
it-
have
it was something.
painkillers on you by chance?
Why?
Why?
My equipment's really fucking heavy. My back was always in pain, so I need it to not be in pain, and it's starting to flare up.
Room for one more at this table.
Plenty.
Thank you. I swear if someone starts talking about something that's gonna make me pissed off.
Another
Should
day,
I
then.
get up and leave before I sit down?
No. Another day. We can handle it another day. There's some time needed anyways.
By the way, you kind of squished the beak a bit. I didn't appreciate it.
Apologies. I won't do it again.
You're fine to do it again.
Are you guys having a conversation? Are we interrupting something?
No,
If you need
I think
to.
we're more so chilling.
You wrench.
This is the council, actually.
Oh, it's the
We're
council.
deciding the fate of literally everyone.
6. I think that's council 6. Unless you're
This
busy.
is a shitty council.
The remember the keycard thing that me and Asha were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about that now, or because I mean we just remembered it.
Sure.
Okay, we're all congregating.
Yeah.
Magic husband. What?
We kind of wanted to see what you wanted to do with it.
He said it,
because we wanted to see what
walking
kind of access I had, so maybe we can like get into some stuff and get things. So.
Just techie room.
Okay.
Well, everyone's settling in for the night.
The rat's a pet. It's fine.
I'm gonna go beat up Asha. Wait, no, they're having a talk. After that, I'm going to beat him up.
You're gonna just beat him up?
We're
Why are you
sparring.
beating them up?
It's funny. It's our fuzzy son.
That's fine, because I'm trying to train him.
Like
Theo actually
Help
might
him
get
with
magic
the
too. We
queens.
don't know that
give him
yet.
we give him regular bats.
Do you want me to clean him now? Theo, come here. I'm gonna do the thing. Come here, you. He's gonna just run his hand all over Theo and then put him down, and he's gonna poof up.
I don't think that's how you clean rats. You just.
What do you mean? That's how my gloves stay sterile.
Yeah.
What?
Electricity.
There's
No,
low
you're
electricity.
You're supposed to. I'm pretty sure.
I just zapped all
pretty
the
sure
germs off
Zandra
of him.
Has like.
Yeah, that is an
Just
effective one to
zapped
do
all
it.
the germs.
Okay, you're clean. Have a pet.
A singular pet.
Singular. I don't like rats. They're filthy.
Okay, did you already clean off the cans, or do I still have an opportunity to not have you yell at me?
Clean off the what?
The cans that I usually leave off for offering.
Do it. Clean it.
You have like a pile of
You might want to
cans
go clean
somewhere.
that real quick, mate.
God.
Bring
They
one
better
of
be
them.
empty.
Jack, bring one of them to me, please.
Yeah, sure.
You want an energy drink?
I'm not gonna like it, but he keeps
It's like
leaving it.
100 milligrams
He
of sugar.
keeps leaving them there for Zarephath.
Mate, maybe you want
So,
an actual like fresh
I kind of
one,
have
because
to.
those things sit out all day.
Okay, I'll
Oh,
ask
Wait,
for a fresh.
just
Unless he
because he
started
leaves it
cleaning
out there,
clothes. Oi,
like
did you
you
start
have to
leaving
drink
them
it if they
closed,
left
or do
it
you keep
out there?
opening them?
They are offerings, so I do typically open them.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I don't think
Can
I
you
wanna
get
drink
me
that.
one
Dump
that's
them
not
out.
that?
Dump them out.
Okay, I'll get you a fresh one.
Shit, I left.
You lose all the.
Did you run around and do cleaning while we were out?
No, I just got in, but I did clean the other day.
Cool. Alright, my mug is up in the leadership room. I left it in there because we had to leave in such a hurry.
Every amount of dishes gets brought back here and left on the drawing rack. So, it'll pop up there later tomorrow.
Cool. I don't have to go up there and get it.
Have fun
What made
drinking
you get
800
into
milligrams of
cleaning
pure
exactly? It
sugar.
was just.
I'm probably
I
not.
went to college
Like a
for
perception?
forensic science.
Oh.
Horrible for you. Have you read on those?
I've read them.
Alright,
This
then.
is I'm not gonna enjoy this, but I have a
It has
duty
300
as
milligrams of
a
caffeine in it.
priestess.
Oh.
And
Hey, I'm still alive.
300 milligrams?
It's how he
I'm
leaves
doing
rooms.
fine.
Duty has a what?
oh god.
Yeah, of course. Boss, you're not gonna be able to. I don't think you want to drink those.
Take it slowly.
No,
you don't
especially
want to
with-
make your heart
you
explode.
slow.
Take
You
it
want it
slowly.
slow.
Oh.
If you chug it, your
Wait
heart
a
rate's
minute.
going to increase massively. Don't want to
You
do
remember the thing that was happening to my heart when I used that sword? That'll be you.
Oh, that's awful.
Sips. Very slow sips.
If you're not used to it, you're going to have a heart
Cheers.
attack.
I'm wondering how.
He's a thing.
Fucking freak!
I
heard that. There it is. There it is.
Caffeine exactly is.
I heard the word on your
You're a
lips.
freak
You were wanting to
affectionate.
say it.
It's not up
They
to
say
me to
the
decide if
techies-
this
Person
is
should
good.
be able to fucking chug that much caffeine.
They say that the
and-
techies are
Oh, he
elite
chugs 2
energy
of 'em.
drinks, but I have not seen someone down one like that.
I'm only
I don't
allowed 3 a
think
day.
you're right.
I wanna study them for
fuck
like
are you
scientific
fuck
purposes
alive?
because I'm not sure how they.
He's special.
How-
Tenacity.
How are they alive?
Spite.
Spite
Yes.
and caffeine.
Can I have your heart rate real quick? Like, I'm genuinely curious.
What's that
You might have a-
movie?
you might have a
with,
hard time finding,
Jason
like, the
Statham?
vein.
the one where he.
They're not
he has
usually in
to
the same
put, like,
place.
Take adrenaline
Yeah,
shots
if I
in
can
order
get
to keep
close
his
to it,
heart
though.
moving.
You have a main
Or else
artery
he
in your
dies.
neck most of the time, so unless they fully gutted out your veins.
I think they moved them back a little bit.
Welcome back, Run.
Ow. Fucking weird. It happens
Boss.
all the- Ah! Ah!
So you're aware.
Well, you go take a shower now.
So if I find... No, that'd be an awful question to ask. Never mind.
I'll take care of it later.
Better.
So you're
I'll get a bucket of hot, soapy water and pour it on you.
Just to reiterate, I'm gonna be staying up
And you get
overnight.
to repair both my cybernetics up to a functioning state.
They can't handle soapy water?
They're not waterproof.
What do you think we are, Kaijin?
Well, then I'd have to disarm you first, but then I couldn't surprise you with the soap water.
That's like
I mean-
the most basic thing.
I mean, you can get a hydrophobic spray and spray it all over it.
Does so much. Besides, might mess up his joints. If I remember my cybernetics correctly. Not too different from these.
I'm not used to cybernetics, so...
Was that the hand you used to grab my...
That explains it, actually. That explains it.
Oh.
Are those ones even good?
It kind of tastes a little bit, but like they're decent.
I actually thought they were gloves at first.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, it's a
I
glove.
lost this hand. Cut it off to get armor.
That's right.
I could probably introduce you to a drink that I tried once. I immediately stopped drinking it after a sip because it started giving me heart.
Don't worry, I forget that it's a prosthesis sometimes. I wear these gloves for so long.
Thing too. It's like double the caffeine of a normal Bang energy drink. So it's like super.
Hell, I've gotten used to sleeping with them on.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that, definitely.
See,
I would say just
I'm
don't
trying
shock
to say that I
yourself.
can't drink
You know,
it, even
on
normally,
accident.
because they have
Oh,
really like
there is no way to do that. There's a safety on them.
I'm a big fan of coffee.
You have to be very deliberate with shocking something with them.
Like it's like a caramel mocha.
However, I have,
Obviously, but they also have like a bunch of tropical
way in the
flavors, they
past when I
have
first got them, nearly shocked my bunkmate because he pulled a prank on me. I was trying to pull a prank on me.
blue raspberry too.
Back in Mexico.
I have a Mexican candy one too. That's a special edition. It was released like a while ago. But no.
You know the whole
If only you know.
whipped cream in the hand, or shaving cream. Yeah,
No, I don't think you let me spray you.
that old ass trick.
I already had
I
people
tried pulling that on me when I had these on. I felt something touching my hand,
On, like, the forensics
so I turned it on.
because like
You can imagine what electrified shaving cream does.
Unfortunately, as much as the thought is, I do have to think about, okay, what if I find any of the guys
Man,
on the battlefield? What the
extreme
fuck do I do with
shaving.
you?
Burn my body because I don't want
shaving
anything
cream that's electrified, and you gotta
of
get it
me
all
ending up
shiny
anywhere.
for it.
Death to
What would
laser
that
gun.
do? It would. I mean, definitely, it would start. It would make your.
Wonder if my
muscles.
Oh no, what I did was I turned it on, it went, and
There was
on
one
him.
point where I got injected with some weird.
I didn't
shit
slap
from a
him. Do you think
person.
I'm
I was
psychotic?
glowing for like a month or two.
I mean, you know, some people have reflexes like that. You know, it's just a
That's a tiger. Hi.
you know a trigger
That
word
is a
that
tiger,
gets
yes.
you, and you're just like, you know, you flip them off.
I've had nightmares.
I'm going to assume by the
Flip
fact
him
that
out
it
of
is
I've grown
just
out
doing
of it.
very happy growls that it
Luckily.
is fully tamed
Hmm.
and
Yep,
will
nope,
not
it's-
maul me to death.
For the most
Alright.
part.
Hi.
I'm regretting.
Seen you actually sleep in some places, or at least I've
You
seen
will.
hair around. I have to clean it up every so often.
Have,
Just need to think
remember
about
you
it.
don't like coffee.
Provide
Have you
Uh-huh.
had a latte?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna give you a coffee with my creamer, the good stuff, caramel
Have
macchiato.
a sniff. I probably smell like a shit
Not
ton of
today,
chemicals, I'm sorry.
because you had one of
My smell.
those things.
I'm degenerative.
What's the ethical?
So long as
I don't know if
you,
this thing understands me.
as long as you don't have any of that white vitriol chase Trizor
Okay,
every
I
time I go out.
I can't go back to that place I got that from. I hope he's happy with that. They hate me there.
Wait,
So
don't
what did
wear
you
your hat.
order?
That
It's a
like, order that was a paragraph long that he ordered forever ago?
Leave it be.
They can make something like that?
Yes, but they're not very happy about it.
So,
Well,
what?
why don't he just
The
open up
main
his
reason
own
I can't go
coffee
back
shop
is
or
because I
something?
offended them. He doesn't even like coffee. He's learned that today.
You think Jesus is
Leo,
gonna make his
a
own damn
55-year-old man comes into your coffee store squinting at his phone and reading out an order that long.
I mean, I would assume that
And
it's
then you
like
have
that
to
it's
sit there.
just for your fucking teenage daughter. Not even teenage daughter.
Right?
Granddaughter.
Right? That's what I'm assuming too. Like,
I told him I was picking up coffee for the
Chase is
office.
the teenage daughter in this case.
you should have said you're picking it up for your teenage daughter. Yeah. Just,
They would have probably believed it.
Yeah.
there you go. There.
Problem solved.
So, what's the ethical amount of an offering that I'm supposed to receive? Do I have to drink the whole thing?
It'd probably be safe
No.
to just do half.
Probably be better to not drink any more of it.
25%.
I got over
Give it
that.
to someone
We're
else.
We're done with that.
So you're still glazing over it. You said priestess?
Yes. Oh. Do you not?
I'll finish it off, Cairo.
So,
it over.
A long time ago, I spoke to my god, and I made an oath with him that shares my sight, my hearing, my taste, my touch, my hearing. I share everything with him. So by drinking that offering for him, he has finally received it for the first time.
This is me trying to find common ground with you on this, like how I usually do. So by simply living, you are worshiping your god.
Yes.
That's something we both do. That's something we both do.
That sounds pretty
Maybe
easy,
you
I
don't
guess.
kill your head of medical. Stop leaving
The point is, it's imagine if you were stuck in a box
over here,
for your
Raja.
entire life, right? Imagine you were stuck in a box for your entire life, and you knew that there was a world outside of the box. What I'm a window, so that he can actually see what's out there. And that's all he wants from me and from anyone who desires to share with him. Is just the windows in his box, so that he can see everything and experience it.
I don't think they want to see my life. It's pretty boring.
No,
all
that's
I
the
do
thing.
is, read books and.
That doesn't. He would
Smoke
love
and-
to know what the books are written on. He wants to. You're not understanding.
Okay, imagine you
It
are
is
in
a
a
box.
plain white room. Plain white room.
Mm-hmm.
Forever. And all of a
You
sudden,
haven't experienced anything.
It's not even you haven't. It's that you're not allowed to. You were stuck. He can only experience things through what is shared with him. You don't have to experience everything with him. You don't have to share everything with him. That's something I specifically did because
Wrench has to have that conversation. I'm gonna
I
go
had
meet a Basha.
What?
They're gonna spar.
So it's kind of like the thing of they've been
Asha's in the
deprived of so
gym, not
much
in the techie
like
bay.
input of information that any and all is. Doesn't matter how mundane or boring it is to you.
Yeah. That's what Zarafel cares for. That's what Zarafel looks for. I made an oath to sacrifice and promise everything to him. That's kind of like one side of the history.
Okay.
If I could make it out of here alive, I would have.
I try to share as much as I can, type of thing, and give them homage at least.
Yes, which they have now received for once, and I hope he enjoyed it.
If you want to watch.
Because I didn't.
I apologize.
You've been giving them drinks this entire time?
That's what the drinks he leaves
they
out
actually
there
like
for.
the drinks?
Giving.
I leave the, you ever notice I leave energy drinks out of the like memorial?
Yeah.
I leave them for Zarafel, Azza, and Toph.
Maybe try leaving
I don't know
different
if they will
offerings.
like.
Because was that if you offer the same thing over and over again to a gold, they kind of get angry.
Not
Fair enough, I'll
necessarily. It depends on the. Yeah. Some gods require specific offerings for specific blessings or whatnot. So giving them the same thing over and over again is expected. It's different per god, and I cannot tell you personally how he feels about it. He has not told me. So the moment he tells me that he wants something new, I will let you know. Otherwise,
Look, I'm kind of just used to the offerings to Loki that I do every so often. Of just like, do you want this? No? Okay. What about these? Okay.
But yeah. I'm gonna head to bed. Y'all have a good one.
Probably gonna be end up taking shifts or something. We're gonna be up all night, making sure people are not dying and.
Is there anywhere in specific you want me to deep clean tonight, boss man?
Deep clean.
Yeah.
Nothing at the moment, no.
Okay. Well, I'll continue hacking away at the basement then. Once I clean everything else. I'll go get started on that.
I think a couple of the techies may try to make their way out of the medical bay and head to the techie room and try to continue their work. Ame and Wireless being some of the dead named ones.
I don't know the full extent of Ame's injuries, but they seemed stable.
I'd rather them not leave the medical bay without the full clear.
If they do, I'll yell at them, I guess. I've been doing a lot of yelling over the past month.
I know that feeling all too well. I've grown to like speaking in monotone and hoarse. Feels a lot more soothing than having to scream at people.
Yeah.
Apart from the whole travesty that is the Hollow, how have you been doing?
The Merciful Hearts still as was. I'm aggravated with the Tigers toll road that we have to use. It's putting us in the situation we're in now, but it's still safe. Medical supplies still getting out, even if it takes a lot longer to get to us than it should.
That's good to hear.
I got a somewhat cryptic update from Tempest and his and her group. I've been trying to organize them, keep them focused, and recently I tried to guide them to not harm innocents, not harm civilians. Inform them that the Tigers are the threat to their family, to their faith, to our faith. Get their aggression spiked in wanting to get rid of the Tigers. And have it well known that the civilians have not done such transgressions and thus don't need to be targeted. They've brought their teachings forward to the non-believers, and no innocents were harmed from their very own assurances.
From all that I've seen and heard of the cults and their followers, they don't seem like people that would readily organize and be guided towards some form of
with using methods like we do, orders, setting patrols, making teams, preparing missions and assaults, using strategy, the cult would never function. Not as it is now. But guiding them via their faith and their blind loyalty, assuring them that what they do is the right way, it's a lot harder to keep them in check, keep them from getting out of line and attacking people. But it's possible to get them to move and mobilize.
it was only that easy to get through to bottom feeders and
Everyone is a crazy religious cult, so
even if I could convince a bunch of hyenas to all thrown under one religion, I probably wouldn't even take it.
Yeah.
That kind of route is not in my code.
You don't want to try and lead a
way to
cult.
explain it.
I can tell you, it's really difficult.
we already technically lead a gang as it is.
A gang runs on logic and loyalty. You have to start holding sermons and preaching words of a god that hopefully is real and you have evidence for, or else people might start thinking you're a false prophet and a heretic, even though you made it up yourself.
I mean, hell, half the time I feel like we don't even have half of the ladder present in the hollow.
Yeah, I understand that.
I have to get people to see things logically, if anything. I'm sure you've seen your great amount of leaders pass through some of these halls. Would I even be a good leader? Have I been a good leader? If at all.
You're asking me to compare you to Marcus O'Delly, Chase Henderson, Sean O'Delly, and Biker.
I was gonna say more Millie than Biker, but yeah.
I almost forgot to mention Millie, yeah. She was leader for a while. I remember having to escort her out for our little scheme. Comparing you to all of those other leaders. You're around more than a lot of them. You find time to be outside of the meeting room more often.
I wish I could.
You're stuck in there as much as you need to be. But the others sometimes spent their entire day in there. It was sad to have to see some of them.
I can see why they spend most of their days in there.
Yeah. Getting away from everyone. Collect your thoughts. Are you the best leader that I have been under as part of this family? No.
Far cry from that.
But you're better than the majority of them.
And what exactly stands for the majority?
You want me to list who you're better than? You want like a leaderboard?
Sure, write up a list. I'll pin it to the bullets in the main hall.
You're doing better than Millie. Granted, Millie had to follow orders from Strange, so she was playing telephone. Didn't have a lot of time to be a leader of her own right. O'Delly has connections, power, but he wasn't around. He'd show up, he'd talk to people, but I didn't feel like he was there. Chase before, when he had to lead alone, was a mess. And he very quickly gave it away to someone else. As he is now, he has you to rely on. But I still think you're doing more than he is. Sure, he's going around to the other outposts and talking to everyone, being a loud voice in a room for people to mobilize around, but he's not. It's a different point of view. Yes, you did. You are doing better than Biker. Biker kept morale up. But we still struggled during those times. The only person I can't say you're doing better than is Sean. But that is not entirely due to your inadequacies. Sean was the person who pulled me free from a jail cell. He helped me through some of my roughest moments and saw potential in me. I exist as I am now because he supported me. He taught me how to be a person again. And while doing all of that, he still led the Whispers. He gave just as much effort to many other people to help them. It got to him eventually. I still miss seeing him around.
We all do.
Some people disagreed with him. Some people were harboring thoughts of mutiny and rebellion. But they never acted on it. Not because they weren't given the chance, but because in the end, some part of them understood that even if they weren't happy with it, Sean was right. Sean was the best to be in the position he was. And they understood that even if they wanted someone else, there wouldn't be anyone else to put in his place that would do a better job. You are being harsh when you need to, and you are being understanding when you do. You keep people in order. You are seen as a whisperer and not a figurehead or a title. I wish existing in your position wasn't as self-destructive as it was, but I think that's always been how you operate.
It's the cycle I've been trying to break.
And someday I hope you do break it. But until then, as you take yourself apart, there'll be people who will put you back together to keep you at least stable. Until you can break the cycle. And all those people who have been helping you, stay active and alive till then. We'll be there to celebrate it with you.
A lot of pieces to pick up. A lot of half-truths here and there.
You have a lot of hands. A lot of people who will help. Did you ever get that drink you said you wanted to get?
Which one now?
Earlier, when our conversation ended in the gym, you said you needed a drink.
No.
Well, I still have several bottles of assorted random alcohol stashed in random parts of my room that I should get rid of for impulse control. So, why don't I get you a drink?
I'd be fine with cracking open a bottle or two, at the very least.
Well, it'll probably be 2. I'll get you a glass, and I'll drink straight from the other bottle.
I'd rather we have a drink together. Feels a lot less, I don't know, self-absorbed.
Sure. We'll both drink from a separate bottle. I've got enough to pass around. No glasses required.
Scared of sharing a bottle or something?
Not entirely. It's just more to drink. Unless you
have a cheers every so often.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't want to drink a full bottle of alcohol on your own, then I guess I'll share half of it with you.
Look,
Probably.
you and I both know I can drink and I can down an entire bottle of alcohol in seconds, and then drink some.
Well, we also both know that I could do the same, but I'll start getting drunk faster. I think it's...
Yeah.
From what I remember writing, it was 2.5 bottles is when I started losing focus. I think.
I can watch you drink yourself into a loon while I watch ecstatically, I guess.
I don't know how entertaining me getting rapidly drunk will be. Apparently, from what everyone's told me, I get very violent, so... And I do have my weapons in this room.
Yeah? I mean, if you think about it, I never walk into a room unarmed. Literally.
That's funny.
Good. It's the only joke I had in the barrel.
Alright. Where are the other ones? You'd be surprised at how much of this is actually just hidden cartridge containers and stuff.
Oh, well, I would know. I used to have a secret stash in the main home until we had the whole remodel, and someone stole it.
I wonder if all of the rooms have the same amount of secret compartments, or if it's just mine that was built with them. I haven't checked.
Probably. Do you have any stashes of coconut rum? What is it? Blue melon vodka?
What do those look like? I have a
Maybe
lot
some
of those.
raspberry rosé.
I have a lot of those square bottles.
Probably not then.
What about a round bottle?
Coconut rum might be in there.
Whatever that is. I didn't really pay attention after a certain amount of time. I just started grabbing them.
You've got brandy. Some knockoff brand, but it's probably decently good.
You know, when I was going through the hollow, carrying all of this stuff in here, preparing for my test of myself, part of me kind of wanted someone to stop me, ask questions. Maybe they could have convinced me not to push myself that far. Didn't happen, obviously. Still hate the taste of it.
You get used to it. Sadly. Funnily enough, I feel the same most days. It's just on those most days I'm pulled aside to be asked other questions that pertain to work.
And you know what? One of the many things Sean taught me. Let's have a conversation. It's not whisperer and not work related.
That is pretty difficult with me nowadays.
Let's give it a try.
Yeah, most things I do are just whisper related.
Okay. Maybe I need to think of something then.
I guess the only thing I managed to find, even with the return, when we returned the hall, is my old guitar and amplifier.
Yeah.
Thing was strange-ified to shit, though. Well, Valentine to shit, I guess.
They're one and the same.
I do have my new one still that functions as is. It's not like I'm learning anything new on it, though.
I don't remember if I've heard you play the guitar before.
A few times, I think. When we saw the old gym open.
Right.
I think I learned how to play that before I joined the Hollow, probably. A few years back.
Found an old knockoff Shadowcaster in the trash heap in some nondescript scrapyard. Have you ever been to one of those rock shows before?
No, I didn't really get out much, as to say.
Well, one of the bits they love to do on live on stage is smash one of their guitars very wildly into the ground. Whether it was due to the tension in the area or the hype of the music. That's how I found one lone guitar absolutely punctured. I think a lot of the strings were out of place. The actual wood itself was splintered, and oh boy, I had to re-rig a fretboard into its casing. I couldn't even find all the strings for it. I had to use a bunch of metal wirings and I think some electrical wires I ripped out of a toaster.
That poor toaster.
Look, that toaster did not do its one function and toast stuff anymore. So I think I was well within my rights to de-toastify a toaster. By God, that thing sounded awful when I played it. Especially considering the fact I didn't know how to tune stuff, and rounding up a bunch of strings to 2 tensile points is not really a great sound. It did take me a while to actually find strings for that thing. I had to trade a lot of my gear at the time to a bunch of scrappers and salvagers out in Zero. I did manage to get it working eventually, and that's what my old guitar used to be until it got Valentined.
Sounds like the guitar had a longer life than was expected of it.
Depends on what... Well, I guess it depends on what you define its start of life, considering I had to rebuild the thing 4 times.
That reminds me of the Ship of Theseus debate. Oh god. Wish I had...
Ship of... what now?
Ship of Theseus. You not know about... I don't know if I want to bore
Just
you
because I know
with
one... Just because I know about like 1 or 2 mythos doesn't mean I know them all.
Let's try and run this through really fast. The generalized notion of the philosophical idea for the Ship of Theseus.
Okay, dumb it down.
Dumb it down? Let's dumb it down this way. Take this. Take every part of it apart, right? This gun. Take away part by part and replace it with a new part of the gun. When every last part of the original gun is gone, is this still the same revolver? And then, if you take all of the original parts of the gun and put them back together somewhere else, which is the original and which is the copy? That's the philosophical debate.
Hmm. Philosophical or not, if I were to give an answer, I'd say neither of them are the original.
Yeah, it's a long discussion sort of thing that I had to run through a few times because of my brother was very into philosophical debates and history. It was...
I don't want to be disrespectful, that sounds like a drag.
Well, when you add in being electrified in between thoughts, yeah. Threatened once to emulate the debate using me. That was when I didn't really understand what he was trying to explain. He also then wanted me to try and emulate it using someone else, but obviously people don't really survive a process like that, so it took me a week to convince him to stop trying to do it.
Hmm.
I wish I had better stories of my life before this.
I mean, you don't have to offer up stories of your life if you don't want to.
It's just... It's always just people talk about when they were younger, how they did things, what they did. You resurrecting a guitar so that you could play one. Killing a toaster to make sure that it worked. I don't have stories like that. Before I was sick, I was too young to do anything extravagant. When I was sick, I was cooped up in rooms, trying to avoid getting killed by my own immune system. And then, by the time I was out in the real world, I was just desperately trying to stay alive. I didn't really get to experience a lot.
Look at it another way. Nothing stopped me from doing that now. If you want to detoastify a toaster and resurrect a guitar, I have first-hand experience with that.
I think people would get upset if I detoastified our toaster.
I don't see you have to do it to our toaster.
Right, so I'll just go find a toaster somewhere to detoastify.
Days could probably find one.
Maybe.
Or just take one.
Or just take one.
Oh, I'm pretty sure some of our scrappy stuff has a toaster mixed in there or something. Or maybe like a microwave oven. Or microwave.
I think that's probably why
Or it doesn't have to be a toaster.
Yeah. It's probably, now that I'm free and free in multiple ways, I don't know. I've been trying to experience things, both for my own self and for my faith, but I don't have enough time. That's getting into things that I said we were supposed to avoid.
Yeah, it's very difficult not to talk about things here and there.
You know, near the end of the year, I spoke to Biker again.
Joy. What did that dickhead want?
I talked to him about our situation, about how we ended things off, about how we're different people living different lives that we can't share with each other. And I appreciate a lot of things he did for me, giving me this life I have now, but I can't. He has his family that he needs to take care of, but he can't be here, and I can't leave, because I have my family to take care of. Made sure that we understood each other, and there weren't really hard feelings about how things ended.
Glad you made some amends with that then. Or took some solace with that.
A little bit.
Still doesn't excuse his actions and abandoning one family for another.
No.
Especially without any warning.
Yeah, it doesn't excuse that.
Look, people like Russ, Bruja, and others are fine to speak with him, talk amicably with him, but his mug isn't welcome back here. I tend to stand true on that statement.
I'm not sure how I would really handle seeing him here.
Well, first off, you wouldn't see him here.
I hope not.
Because if he tries to march in, I'll make sure security marches him right back out the door. If not, I'll do it myself. At least I didn't try to pull a Lucky or Mercy and join the Tigers. Again, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know how I would handle that. Oh.
I could think of a few ways, but...
I know how I would handle it. I just don't know how I would handle it. If that makes sense.
I can see your point. Also, we technically strayed away from our topic again.
Shit. Sorry, I got... Right. Nothing whisper or work related.
Look, once you bleed green once, you leak green from every other pore possible.
Oh, someone actually started doing that. I don't think I would take that as a sign of loyalty. I think I'd have to inter them medically.
I still can't think about anything else that does not have to do with anything whisper related or work related.
I'm not good at conversations, so...
I guess the only other thing I can mention is I cracked the code on the cryo shit that the hyenas like to use.
That's interesting.
Long story short, I know how to make the shit they make, but better.
Do you already have several projects lined up now for it?
Oh, you won't believe it, the amount of requests I get almost daily.
I'm glad I got my request in early. And I don't really plan on making more from you. I don't want to overburden again.
I mean, if you think about it, I'm already overburdened.
Yeah.
Just not for the same reasons.
I'll have to see about my sword. I know Kijin doesn't want us running around with the thermal weapons, but...
True.
If I could...
But it's not stopping me.
If I could put it on some sort of switch, then I could probably have it activated when Kijin
Just have to make sure you keep it low key, yeah. Arguably only... I keep going into this fucking topic, I'm just not going to stop.
Here's a topic that's not Whisperer work related, hopefully.
Go on.
I remember there was a place, like a restaurant or something, that sells like noodles. I remember you going there with people, and it was important to you in some way.
If you're talking about racing, it's a ramen cart.
Yeah. I think that's
It's
what
some ways away from the hollow. Probably nearer to the network. Still in our territory, luckily enough. It's not the same old cart I used to go to. But the broth is decent enough for me to like in more frequent visits.
What made the first cart so special? How'd you end up finding it?
Sorry, crap.
Oh, do you...
Oh. Sorry, repeat that.
The ramen cart, the first one, the original one. How'd you end up finding it? What made it so special to you?
I'd say the noodles or broth or the toppings they provided, but those were kind of the same level as the one I go to now. I guess I'd have to say the owner. It's probably some old guy, I'd say old Deli's age at the time. Marcus's age.
I understood who you were referring to.
He's kind of like he was a zero resident, like you and me, I think. But he grew up on the streets, kind of like myself. I don't know if it was a matter of similar story or I don't know. It just felt like, you know, it felt right to be there. Or at least be around him. Like a feeling of some form of kinship.
Kindred souls, finding each other.
Maybe. It's not like it lasted very long anyway. Tigers rolled into the place, took over, and whatever remains of the the areas around the railroad I can get access to without needing to pay fees and shit, so... Wait, how do you know about the first ramen cart? I tell you.
Gus talked about it.
Oh, of course that guy talked about it.
I talked about...
You lucked out.
I talked about a lot of things with Gus.
I can't believe he's trading my secrets away.
I didn't think it was that big of a secret. I'll make sure not
No,
to tell
not
anyone
really.
else.
It doesn't really matter. That place is probably gone. Guy's probably dead by now.
You don't know for sure yet.
I mean, with how much shit the Tigers have been going through the last couple of years, chances are not likely. But yeah, like you said, it's not guaranteed. So
I'm a bit stubborn about needing to see bodies to determine someone is dead. Maybe I have faith in human resilience. Or maybe I have a bit too much experience knowing the utmost limits someone can survive. I think I'll go with the more positive explanation. Might scare less people.
and you can't scare me.
I am going to be honest, I'm actively trying to think if I could. I've seen a few of like the scary movies with some people.
Scary movies, right?
Scary. A lot of loud sounds and sudden flashes of light. Makes a lot of people jump. I don't know. A lot of them aren't very entertaining. I think I'm desensitized. Nothing I've seen in them has really been too eventful. But people complain about their cheap use of jump scares or whatever. That's the only thing I could think of is sudden loud noise, something jumps out, try and make you flinch. But I honestly don't think that would work either. You might end up punching whoever I get to do it.
Not sure if I could think of one that may be on your level. Evil Within, though, that's not really scary.
I've enjoyed some of them, but not for their ability to make me concerned or afraid. I get worried about the characters. I want them to succeed in their stories, but I'm not afraid for them. I don't fear what's happening. A lot of them turn out very boring. I've noticed that they really rely on their scare factor to sell their story. So if you aren't afraid of it, the story falls apart. But some of them have actually taken time to make their stories worth something, so they've been fun.
I don't think I could think of any scary movies. I've been through my fair share of scary movie scenarios, technically.
I could probably make a whole movie franchise in my experiences.
Oh yeah. I'd probably do the same too. Well, that's combining the past and sadly what I've experienced here at the Hollow.
Yeah.
I think the first time I went out for anything, we went to go fight a lava golem.
Huh?
When Spice was still around. I don't know. We went out to this abandoned construction site and following the fucking lantern, whatever vitriol shit
The
it was.
Mist Man.
Yeah, that guy.
Okay,
we encountered that thing.
That explains why you fought a lava golem.
I think it was something like that. That was technically my first mission. Oh, why couldn't I just fight tigers? Let's see, after that...
No, you can keep going.
I think after that, then it was tigers, then the heart, then flesh monsters, then something out of an SCP, something that drags you into the ground and out. Like,
seems like you've
fight
only
that thing
been
twice.
going through horror movies.
Yeah. It seems to me my history with the Hollow.
I think it was a well-meaning in the list of horror movies they put on one that wasn't really the same. It's called Saw.
Saw.
They we didn't really finish watching the one they put on. I had a bit too much commentary. I think they got a bit scared of me more than the movie. So they decided to move on to a new one.
I mean, they should have expected that much.
They didn't really know. There's a few of the members of Jackal Team. They know that I hadn't watched a lot of movies. They don't fully know. I think some of them still don't know that the horrible, the things they have to clear out of rooms when we're trying to expand the heart, that I had any part in the aftermath that they have to witness. They don't. It's better if they
You know, it's a
don't know.
You know, it's a horrid realization. I really hope that Whispers. I really hope we don't have to experience anything like a Saw game.
Like a Saw game? Oh, like going through something from the movie?
Yeah.
I can't promise anything.
Mm.
Depends
What
on
if I
how.
could set up a faux Saw game, like a training exercise?
But I could. Oh. I could help.
Can't be any actual danger, but implied
No.
danger.
I know. I could help with the falsification. I know what can be done that can hurt but not do real damage, and I know what can be done that, or what can be explained to them that will happen that can sound scary.
I don't know why I had the idea of putting Chase in one of those dunk tanks. Just thinking about that. It's like where you put someone in like a tank full of water and you have to use a ball or something to hit a target and see if you can dunk them in there. Could be a morale booster. It's like a party, a carnival game, an event game, something like that.
Wouldn't you just try and throw the ball at the person to get them in the water?
Well, it's a water tank. You won't be able to hit them straight on.
Oh,
There's
so
glass
there's like
surrounding them.
Okay. And you have to hit a target so that he falls?
You have to hit a target with enough force to drop the pedestal that he'd be sitting on in there.
I see, okay.
Question is convincing Chase to do it. Or I get him while he's sleeping.
I don't know how heavy of a sleeper he is. I've not had the time to learn that.
He is a beauty sleeper.
If you could convince him that the game is rigged.
I could tell him I rigged the target not to
dunk him. That it's got extra reinforcement so it can't be knocked down.
Exactly. And then I actually would have to reinforce a little so it doesn't get hit immediately.
You're a nerd. I'm sure you could set up a system.
Message to Maddie. Jace has locked me in a locker. Please send help.
I'm sure you could set up a system that you could have the reinforcement active, and then you could deactivate it when you need to.
Or better yet, instead of just putting Chase in there, anytime I need to punish someone for something trivial or minor. I can throw him in a dunk tank.
Maybe.
I know people have had ideas of what to model the backyard for, or how to remodel it, rather. I've already had thoughts about maybe putting a half pipe there or something.
A half pipe?
It's, you know what a skateboard is?
I've seen skateboards.
Half pipes are normally ramps you see in skate parks and let you ride around and do tricks and shit.
Okay, so it's a skateboarding like thing.
It's
Okay.
yes, it is very much a skateboarding like thing.
Okay. Do we have people who want to be skateboarding?
No, not that I know of. I could probably convince people to do it. Like I said, the backyard
suppose-
area is open to ideas.
I'm not really sure what would be a good idea.
Yeah, Derek is very likely to use his wheelchair.
I'm not sure how he owns that.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
He's renting out one of our wheelchairs. That's the best way to look at it.
Because I didn't think that Dulce had brought their own. I thought they were using one we had for them. So that's why I was
they were.
confused. Yeah, they technically
That
couldn't
is one of our
sell.
wheelchairs. Yeah.
So technically they just robbed Derek.
They rented it out to Derek, technically.
If I see him in it again, I'm probably going to yell at him, though.
Well, he has more of a reason to use it right now.
I didn't check to see what the extent of his injuries were.
He had a few gashes near his neck and, well, he was slumped down enough to the point where he almost was falling out of his wheelchair. So, if that gives you some idea.
Right.
Look, if by the end of next week he's not out of that wheelchair, well... we have ramps in the hollow.
It's not a toy, it's a piece of medical equipment. And if he damages it, then it's a problem.
I didn't say he was going to be in a wheelchair when he went down a ramp. Just give him a barrel or something and stuff him in it. He'll probably roll and enjoy it all the same.
A barrel?
Yeah. Alright. I have some things I need to check on before I retire for the night.
Okay.
I'll leave you to your rest and try not to drink any more than what you have already.
I have 2 bottles there. By what you have already, do you mean just what's on the table?
I'm just gonna take one of those bottles. Drink any more than that.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll know.
You'll know. I didn't tell you how many bottles I have hidden around or where they're hidden yet, so you wouldn't know.
I could have the model workers come and deconstruct everything and then rebuild it.
You wouldn't
Just like your ship of Theseus.
You wouldn't dare. Ship of Theseus, my room.
I mean, you're the one who told me the mythos about it. I can have it done. Have a good night, Cairo.
Good night.